Hello everybody, welcome back on iKeysRacing. From Marco, from Monza, from the virtual Brno, a place where it's never winter or never cold. No. So I apologize with everybody for being Italian and especially being silly, or maybe it's a combination of both sides of the story. But welcome back. Happy to see you here. We are running today the episode number 6 for the reproduction, more or less in real time, real meaning, real something, at least in my mind, of the World Touring Car Championship season 1987, that originally was the first ever world title, world championship for tourism car. We were well prepared as a humanity about the European Touring Car Championship. In US there were specific categories and tourers running here and there. In Australia the same and so on. But this was the first ever world title, managed by the FIA, as many, if not all, world titles of motorsport, on 4 wheels obviously. And what else? Today there is the episode number 6 that cuts in 2 halves the season, so we are going to approach the second part from the next episode, even if at half of the race today, after 15 minutes, we will be technically approaching the second half of the season. And what else to say? I hope to find you very well. I hope you are staying in a stunning way in your lives, and thank you first of all to everybody, to all of you, for voting the polls. Thank you very much. Next episodes will be exactly based on the result of the polls. Thank you for making videos watched so much, for pushing the like button, for subscribing. Thank you for everything. We are becoming a beautiful community at this point, over 100 passionate petrol heads, people in general. And I hope you will find always a bit of entertainment watching things here, and that I hope will become more and more detailed, more and more deep and full of significance and of informations and notions that maybe will stimulate your curiosity, or in the worst scenario, we will just pass a bit of time together, hoping one day, who knows, to really meet each other. So welcome back again once more. Thank you very much. Obrigado, muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup, dankeschön. Thank you. Arigato. And grazie for what you did so far. Let's go to race another thing in our beautiful community. See you on track. So, I was running a bit of practice during the practice 1 session, because I've selected just 1 practice and 1 qualification. Now we will see if the rain will come for real or not, but it's free practice, so I care up to a certain point. And anyway, I was seeing that my miracle weighted, it is not where it should be, so I'm not the quickest Mercedes 190e, that is the car you have seen on the cover, to race today, because Monsieur Salam and Monsieur Coudini are in top 3. I'm just in the pack, and the other Mercedes is P8, so currently I'm running P13. That is not bad, because it's the first third of the 36 more or less ish pack of all the cars available today, but still I lack 1 second and 1 full second from Salem Coudini, and 3/10 from ENG Schuster. Now the thing is, I'm not sure during qualifying I will obtain something better than this. And as you have seen in the cover, this is the Mercedes 190e, a car that I must admit is decently, let me say, competitive in this mod. I do not remember if in real life was something completely special, completely winning and so on. I do remember more the Ford Sierra Cosworth and the BMW M3 E30, to be fair, as the major competitive contenders ever for that season. But that being said, the car is a saloon car, obviously, very heavy, with a big engine at the front, rear axle pushing this car made in Germany. And here at Brno, given how strong was the market for Mercedes, Audi, BMW and so on in the West, before we are in 1987, the dismantling of the wall of Berlin, still there was also a huge market for German cars in the divided two parts of Europe. But even if the wall of Berlin was not yet destroyed and dismantled, this car was, I think, very famous overall, US included. We will today we will race it. It is quite a, I would say, stable car, even if, as said, of the three Mercedes available today, I was not the quickest running today. And if you don't mind, I would wait until the last 20 minutes to have dry conditions, given that it is raining slightly or there is a bit of moisture on track, and when we will have 20 minutes will be more than enough. So let's talk about the car setup I have prepared. This is the page 1 figure. I've not exaggerated with the steering lock. I did prefer to be, if not conservative anyway, not too pushy on the steering angle, using the rev limits at the tops that were 9,500 back in those days was quite an achievement from a naturally aspirated engine. Very pointed the brake bias on the front, because having rear axle I do prefer to not have too reactive the rear end. Strangely, from many other cars, differential almost closed by 3/4 while accelerating, while powering the car, while lifting and coasting just 25% blocked, so 3/4 free. Page 2, and it is a, let me say, a compromise. I have run with the maximum stiffness, but for qualification I will reduce by one touch everything at the front, leaving as it is the rear, because anyway it's a car that bites very much the track, but it's not manageable like a BMW or an Alfa 75, because it's very heavy. I do not remember the figure of the weight, but still on a racetrack that has many corners in second, third gear and long straights before hard braking to the next second, third gear corner, honestly I didn't find the car very agile, if I must use one word to summarize everything. So this is the figure. Let's go ahead with less minutes to go, and then we will do our tentative. As a benchmark, I would say P4, Monsieur Salam and Monsieur Coudini running at 222, and the other Mercedes is anyway 222, so a strong package if it wasn't for the Ford Sierra of Rahir Santal, only Ford Sierra present today given the classification ranking situation, with the balance of presence of my FIA, my FIA, with the Totorina as president, but still the Ford Sierra is absolutely on another planet. And so apart from the first two, the others are all packed until position down to position P6, P7, and then the 1 minute 02, sorry, the 2 minutes 22 that are 2 seconds far from the pole position are fulfilled with, I don't know, 20 cars, maybe it's how many, from position 8 to position 24. So will be really a miracle. Every 10th, if not alpha 10th, will count. And yes, my original idea would be place in the top 10 possibly here, and then play everything with the race. But time to go on track. car setup loaded. We have just the slick compound or the hard wet, so nothing more to choose. I'm here on your right. As always, we will do not forced first complete lap to warm up tires. The track of Brno, I must say, I'm happy that is reproduced here and that had the opportunity to be launched within the World Touring Car Championship. Absolutely something good in 1987, considering that Czechoslovakia, I don't know how do you say it perfectly in English, in Italian is Czechoslovakia, the Czech-republic, I don't know, was anyway one of the first country, together with Hungary, with Formula 1 Grand Prix of Budapest 86, to open a bit things about non-communist countries, if I can say so, even if here non-communists did fear the communists, and over there communists did fear the non-communists. So at the end, when you have regimes at the end, or regime, I don't know how to say, but when you have dictators and common view for everything, there's always something lost here and there. But we were from this side, not because of our choice, and so I would say was anyway, to me, in my opinion, great for people from the East Europe side to have the same possibilities of usual Europeans, regardless if they were from this side or from the other side of the Berlin Wall. Something really sad that it was the last legacy, I thought, by Nazis, but there is still people a bit excited about Nazism and fascism. Anyway, here we are. This is the main straight. Let's warm up tires. We have an AlfaRomeo at the back, up to 9,000 RPM, down to third gear, corner number 1, turn 1. We stretch a bit muscles of the Mercedes. And another hard braking zone, but I let the Alfa pass. Here you almost brake into corners like for every front-mounted engine. This car has a front-mounted engine but a rear axle, differently from the Alfa Romeo, for example. So you can push the speed while entering into the corners, but not so much like with a front axle driven car. But a positive point of the Mercedes 190 is that she has a lot of torque, so you can use this secondary power, if I can call it so, as a tool to not use too much the gear shift. As you can see, I'm not doing the heel and toe because it does upset the Mercedes, that has a beautiful sound, I must admit. If it is the original one, I don't know, but this sound is absolutely stunning. Sounds almost like a 2 liters prototype, for what I remember from live races attended in my life. Here there is also an uphill section that helps to brake later than into any other comparable corner on this track. Okay, last position obviously, but now let's push. I will shut up. I knew it, I was touching the AlfaRomeo. A bit stronger while cornering, so sorry for the touch. Very wide, too wide. Can try more. P16. Cars are starting to go away. Almost 2/10 quicker. Reached the misfire of the engine at the maximum revs. Ooh, P7, what a fatigue. This was absolutely was something, I would say. I reached for sure my limit, not the limit of the car, but still with no more tires, with less fuel, it's a miracle, believe me, it's a miracle. And places as in a decent condition, I think, for the race, hopefully, and I think we can go on track and see what will happen once the qualification will be concluded. See you there. So, back to timing. At least we are the best Mercedes today, luckily, because ENG Schuster did 22.5, so just 4/10, and look how changed the situation. So we were running around 22.7, we reduced by 1 second full the lap time, running like hell, and I did understand that we were doing something good, because before some of the final corners we reached in fourth gear the misfire that of the engine when you reach the limiter. And let's see the other Mercedes. Here we are, Salam Kudini P9, ENG Schuster P13. Let's go to see just a second lap times. So yes, in the last tentative, sorry, was 6 seconds, 6/10 less ish, and was the key to be P7, because with a so packed and close ranking, really a tiny difference does a lot. Instead, Salam Kudini anyway did an exploit on lap number 3, then they lost basically, well, let's say 3 and 4, then they have lost the momentum. The other Mercedes instead did much better here in the second session, maybe because this was the lap coming back to pit, out lap, and then first record. Okay, no more chatting, let's finish the qualification. At this point doesn't matter P7, P6, P8 was important to be in the top 10, but given how did you see? Appeared someone here, so now it's P9. That sounds to me a bit more realistic. Anyway, I don't know what we will face once we will load 30 minutes race, because I do fear, yes, maybe 70 liters, given also the pace lap, and so who knows? I don't know. It will be a battle to arrive in, I think, between P10. Then I'm playing also with the telemetry with this Motec i2 Pro software, and very soon I will implement also the telemetry for every qualification condition or car setup or whatever. But we take it as it is, and that's it. Let's hope to do something good, saving tires, especially for the last part of the race. From a technical point of view, this is the figure for the parameters of the race, plus on realism, as always, we will race in 30 minutes real time, but with 2 times tire wear and fuel usage, just to arrive at the end of the race a bit hammered from a grip point of view. So as said, right here Santal with the Ford Sierra, the only Ford Sierra present. Capelli Ravaglia, BMW. Boven Sipen, I don't remember the other teammate, sorry. Grice, Roberto Moreno. Olivier Gouriard, Luis Perez Sala. Roland Ratzenberger. The first non-BMW car, Tiff Needle, Jamie Green, if it is Jamie, the name. Heger Ostrey, Az, Muvisen, P10, Houdini, P11, Christian Danner and Mr. Vogt, P12, Vallot Lena, 13, Cesario, Rook something, don't remember, sorry, Eng Suster, the last Mercedes, P15, Gramberg, Tullius, Volvo, Bonds Fitzgerald, Alfa GTV, maybe best seen like this, Jasso match with the BMW 635 CSI, Paolo Barilla, Giorgio Francia, official Alfa Romeo 75, P20 Cipolli Corradi Volvo 240T, Bertin Champ Rover SDI, Hasenbrook with the other BMW 635 CSI, Bachelard Olofsson with the first Japanese car here, the Toyota Supra, followed by Heyer Jelinski 24, 25th is the Ross Dumore, Volvo 240T, then Rossi Santen or Santin with the unofficial Alfa 75, Simonsen Volvo 240, Des Lesseps, more, don't remember, BMW 635, Drovandi Tarquini, Gabriele Tarquini, the Great Cinghio, the Alfa 75, Daschio Sickel, the only Ford Mustang, Seton Bowie with the Nissan Skyline R30, Mr. Hahn and Bruno Giacomelli, Maserati 4 porte, if I'm right, Jacques Lafitte, Alessandro Nannini, Alfa 75, Harvey Moffat with the Holden Commodore, then Parson McLeod, same car, and with the last Nissan Shield Fury. Okay, will be a matter of second of the green flag. Let's be ready. Good start. Unleash the power of the Mercedes. Smooth and clean. What a start, guys. I don't think we will win today. The Ford Sierra is unbeatable. Plus I fear the comeback of the others. Anyway, let's be a ghost behind the Ford Sierra. Even if looks like a battle for two, possibly. Touch the curves and the green. Let's study racing lines. I don't want to squeeze everything from the first laps from this car, because once tires will be gone, the car will remain quick, like you have seen in the last lap of the qualification, but was absolutely a gamble to keep the car on track. Okay, we have anyway the best lap time, is almost logic, given that we gained 6 positions, 5, no, how many? 8, 7 positions, from P9 to P2, P2, sorry. And surprisingly, there is a Rover in P3, not a BMW, of Tiffany Dell and Jamie Green. Well, to me, Jamie Green is more recent as a driver. Maybe the father in 87, I don't know. The Rover has arrived back, so maybe it will be a battle for 3. Who knows? Let's see if they go to battle with the Sierra. Our best lap time, but middle green are quicker. Okay, I think that the first and the last corner is where we can gain more, to be fair. Look here how much we gain on the Rover, and maybe a bit also on the Sierra. And I was not forcing too much, just trying to keep the momentum. I'm not also braking too heavy. I'm just trying to nurse the car for tires until one of the two will take advantage. I don't want to lose this train, but definitely while inserting the Mercedes in the corners we have something more. So at this point we don't have to fear the BMWs, because maybe they are not so powerful like they may need to counterattack Mercedes E190, Rover SDI and the Ford Sierra, that honestly with the turbo technology has obviously something more. But as you can see, corner by corner the Rover started to fight, so maybe we will assist or to a clash, or we'll take advantage of this. We will stay close but not too much. Waiting to see after 10 minutes if anything will change the destiny of this race. Yes, first and last corner and some braking areas are absolutely our strong point. Oh yes, the Rover is suffering a lot. Let's see if Tiffany Dell and Mr. Green will not catch again the Sierra. I don't want to lose time staying behind, and instead I must decide sooner or later to unleash all the power and all the grip and all the competitiveness of the Mercedes, hoping that will be enough. But here we are again, in the most driven part, the Sierra struggles. Let's get a bit of slipstream and save a bit of fuel, even if we shouldn't have any issue to finish the race. It would be beautiful to do this live and having a chat to read, to decide together moments of saving the car, moments of attacking and so on. So last and first corner, definitely our best areas of the track. Now let's understand where the Sierra is weaker than stronger. Maybe from here onwards. After this long straight, back straight. Yes, in the slowest part of the track, despite I'm using just 3rd, 4th and 5th gear, but these are the moments where the Sierra can be beaten. Okay, half of the race gone. None of the 3 cars at the top, as included, seems to have the strong to go away, but given how struggling is the Rover, and P4 there is Boven-Siepen something, I don't remember with which car, coming to the party. I think that, like we have seen maybe at Dijon, I don't remember, maybe it's time to attack, because in 3 or 4 laps tires will be gone definitely. So at least let's avoid the Sierra to go away, battling a bit and maybe losing a bit of time. Tempted by a dive bomb, but it was not necessary. Let's take a different line and accelerate earlier. Not so close to try a tentative, but maybe here, yes. Almost losing the rear. No, with the raw power they are quicker. The Rover is back. We lose. Oh. So definitely we haven't the most powerful car here, while again Boven-Siepen holds the quickest lap time. Yes, definitely on slow speed corners we can build a bit of momentum to counter-attack the higher power of both cars while on straights, so I can only win by braking later and accelerating earlier. Okay, there's a green BMW just behind the Rover, so we will be in 4 to play the game for the victory. Almost lost everything. I was so late while braking. Look at the power. Ten minutes to go. Sorry for not commenting the other positions, but I'm completely absorbed by this, and maybe this is the moment where to pass the Sierra. No, because they go away with the raw power. If it will happen like here. My goodness. Simulating the ABS, possibly they are ahead, they are in front. In the meantime, the green BMW of Boven Siepen passed P3, so won the duel with no, sorry, it's still it's P5 Grace Moreno that scored the best lap time. Are they in? No, maybe not. Let's give a bit of space. Okay, if neither 6 seconds, I would say they are out from the possible victory. They are too quick. Let's do it again. 7 minutes to go. Will be 2 laps maybe. added to this one, depending on also when we will finish. If exactly a bit wide. Okay, 5 minutes to go will be 2 laps. We have enough fuel, but we are not going to win with the drag race. We still have half of the grip in green colored on the top left box corner. Sorry, when I see a hole, a space, it's mine. Sorry for the touch. But now will not give the position. But I finish long. This time they defended maybe. We did it, but so we have this last lap, I suppose, because not certain, maybe 2. Yes, because we will cut the start-finish line with 10 seconds to go. Oops. Cut the chicane. I didn't want the stop and go. But maybe we can do it here. Yes, maybe we have a bit of momentum. They did a mistake. No, guys, I will not pit. I cannot pit. It's 1 minute since the end, until the end. They did give up, maybe. I don't know, they are far. 1 second. We are in the best part for us. Sorry for touching the mic. I should have enough fuel to finish, I hope. Yes, last lap. If you touch me, I touch you, I tell you. And missed the fraction of a second. One more back straight to suffer. This one, but they are not close. Catch me if you can now. Guys. We win also this one. So okie dokie, what a satisfaction today, yeah? Another win in Grand Tourers. Who knows, maybe we had a talent for that and we didn't know. Second position for Aiher Santal, still with the Ford Sierra RS500. Then all BMWs, Olivier Grouillard, Luis Perez Sala, Heger Hostreik, Bovan Sipen Van de Pole, Grice Moreno. P7 for a Volvo 240T of Gramber Tulloch, Salem Kudini P8, our teammates, Mudisen Stürmitz, the last BMW, 10 Cipolli Corradi with the Volvo 240T. Best lap time was for... we were not so quick Wow! So there was something in the starting field, I would say, because Balolena, Grice Moreno, neither Greensday then retired maybe, the Rover, or finished in the gravel. Fighting Gruyar Sala, Salancudini. What I mean is P1, P2, we were running 227, 226, but we were absolutely far 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds more from the others, with then Ballot Lena P29 at the end of the race, but did 2 minutes 21. So really lucky race, because it's just I mean, we were just in the top 20 for the pure lap time speed performance showed. Obviously we were running not so well dueling and so, but maybe so far the most dueled race of iKeysRacing, I would say, for a direct position. I mean, not just from a pure duel point of view. So not bad at all. We'll follow the classification updated from the current figure before this race. Thank you very much for bringing me so much strongness and luckiness. Maybe the most battled race ever for iKeysRacing. So really something special, maybe son of a development, I don't know, if not in my computer, in my skills, who knows. And what to say, great, another victory. As said, we'll follow the classification updated. Thank you very much. Arigato, obrigado y muchas gracias. And thank you very much, merci beaucoup and dankeschön for everything you did so far. Thank you again for voting in the polls. In a couple of days we will start an episode analyzing the polls theme by theme, so you have a bit more, few days to vote. And I can only say to stay into keen racing, and see you very soon for another appointment of racing, even if the next episode will be again a tribute, but I did feel I had to do it, so I will do it. That being said, thank you very much again. Ciao. Bye bye from Monza and from Brno, and happy summer to everybody. Ciao, stay well, best wishes to you all also. Ciao, see you soon. Bye 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 bye. Ciao.